Welcome to my house. Alright, we are learning about standard normal distribution today, which probably means absolutely nothing to you. Alright, just as a reminder, we're going to pick up where we left off with z-score. And my formula for z-score, remember, it's what you got minus what you should have got divided by the standard deviation. And let's not lose sight of what a z-score actually is again. A z-score tells me how many deviations I am away from the mean. So if I got a z-score of -2, that means if this was a normal curve for any kind of thing, I am located right here. Okay? So that's where I'm located. Okay? If I got a z-score of, let's say, 3, I'm located right here. Now, with the empirical rule, I can find these values and I can figure out, okay, so I'm 3 deviations above, so what percent is that roughly? Well, I know it's 50% below here. And oh boy, let's see. There's 0.15 higher than 3 over here, so this means that this is like 49.85. So I could roughly figure out my percentile rank, right? I'm doing empirical rule. 50 and 49.85 is how many people I beat, right? Okay. Well, that's all lovely and everything when our z-scores are whole numbers or integers. Let's go integers because they can be negatives, right? So today, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be learning about what if our z-score is like a 0.5. All right, so a 0.5 would be right here at this marker, right about there, right? That's at 0.5. How many people did I beat, right? What is my percentile rank at 0.5 with a z-score of 0.5? Oh! Well, I know some people are going to say, oh, well, that's easy because I know this is 34. This little wedge here, right, from here to here is 34. So we can cut that in half. That's roughly 17. Is that half, though? If I cut this in half exactly, is there really 17% over here? Sorry, my pen is that's a little wonky today. It's having a hard time. I don't know if it's flashing on yours, but it's flashing on mine. There's does that mean there's 17 there and 17 here? I don't think so, because look at this. This one looks taller to me. This stuff looks taller than over here, right? And so I think there's more area in this. So, anyways, long story short, calculus people figured out the exact area under the curve, and we're not going to do that. We're literally going to go to a table. So, you should have gotten a gold sheet. If you did not get a gold sheet, go to the sub and say, can I please have some more gold sheets? And you're going to be able to use this gold sheet for every test from here on out. Okay? And I would highly recommend you get familiar with it. All right? And you're going to turn to, I believe it's the 3rd or 4th page, and it's going to look kind of like this. It says Table A. All right? It should look something like this. Now, you guys got an updated version this year, but it should look something like this, where you'll see a Z right here for z-score. All right, now, a couple things. When you're looking at this thing, notice this tells me the probabilities below. So remember how percentile is always about like how many people did I beat, right? So if you got a score here, how many people did I beat? So that would be this area down here, right? Yeah, on both pages. Now if you click to the next page, these are all positive z-scores. And notice it's all the area below. Below. I can't tell you how much that matters. All right, there's a picture up there. Use it. All right, now here's how you do it. All right. So Suppose we want to find a proportion of observations from the standard normal curve that are 0.81. All right, now I'm going to go back here. I know I'm flipping around and you guys are getting lost. 0.81 is going to be right about here. That's about 0.81. Okay. And by the way, if you need to pause this to get your gold sheet, pause it and get the gold sheet. Crying out loud. All right, so 0.81. Now, with empirical rule, I should be able to solve it if it was at 1 or at 0, but I'm neither. I'm in between. So how do I figure out the percentage below? Below. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I literally just had a Mountain Dew. So I'm a little jazzed. It's like 10 o'clock, too. All right. So what you're going to do is, I'm not even going to use this slide because I think it's a horrible slide. I'm going to actually use what you've got. All right. So I'm looking for 0.81. Well, notice these are all z-scores that are negatives, right? So I want to turn to the positive version because I am using 0.81. And notice right here, you'll see 0.8. All right, so we know it's going to be in this category. All right, and then I'm wanting 0.81. Well, here is my hundredths spot. So this is actually, if I follow these two right together, and I was about to use my fingers, but that doesn't work. If you follow that, that is actually 0.81's percentile rank. So it's about 81%. So if what am I doing? Ooh. Please stop me now. 0.7910. All right. So that means if I got a z-score of 0.81, I am at about 79. I'm having a hard time, guys. 79, and I can't write with a mouse either. 0.1%. So I have beaten about 79.1% of all people. I don't know what I'm doing, but if I got a z-score of 0.81, I beat about 79 by using this table. Isn't that awesome, guys? All right, I'm going to clear it all. Okay, cool. All right, so that is how the table is used. All right, I'm done with my lesson, guys. You guys can pretty much figure everything else out. No, I'll give you a few more examples, but that's literally what we're going to be doing. Notice if you follow my thing, it says table entry, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's do some fun stuff. Let's actually do some examples. All right, find the area under a negative, of standardized. So I'm looking for a z-score, just making this simple, guys, of a negative 0.23. All right. Ugh, man, like I said, I'm writing with a mouse. You can't fault me. All right, negative 0.23. Okay, so I'm looking at the negatives. These are all positives. Table A with positive z-scores. I want the ones with negatives. And just as a reminder, I'm looking for negative 0.23. Okay, ooh, this is tough. All right, I want negative 0.23. So actually, I want a negative 0.23. Would you guys agree? There's like a 0 in front of that. So I'm going to go all the way down to 0, negative 0.02, and then that would be 3 is right here, this column. So I would be at the 40th 0.9 percentile. But like I said, why move that decimal over when you could make a mistake? Just keep it like this. So I am at roughly the 40/90th. So 40.9 percentile. Cool. All right. You guys got this all day. 40. I will change it, even though I said I'm not going to. I'm going to change it. 40.9 percentile. I've beaten that many people. All right. Now think about this. Now see, it says the area under. That table tells everything. Under, right? Now find the area above negative 2.3. So you guys got it, right? You're gonna take 1 and minus 0.40 9. You might say, why do you do that? Well, if you haven't gotten this already, let's see. Oops, I'm moving ahead too fast. Okay. If I found the area below, if I want to find the area above, it's going to be reverse of 1, because everything under a curve is 1. So if this is 0.4, then this must be 0.6. Okay, so if you always want the above, you're going to have to go 1 minus. Okay? Alright, I'm glad we got that. So the answer is 0.5. 9 1, I believe, is the correct answer to that. I'm doing things in my head. All right, next one. Here's the next real tricky one, and then I think I'm going to leave it up to you guys. See how far you guys can go. Find the proportions between negative 1.25, so that's going to be right about there, and 8.1. Which is about there. Now I can't remember 8.1, but I want to find this area between here. So I want all of this. All right. So here's the cool part, guys. All right, here's the cool part. I actually want to find the z-score 0.881. If I look at the one that's the highest mark, right? And I can't remember that for the life of me. 0.81. That was the first one we did, right? 0.791. 0.791. All right. 0.791. Okay. That's how much area is all the way down. Right? All the way down. That's even this stuff back here. And like I said, I'm drawing with the mouse, and I can't do that very good. That's everything down. Okay? I don't want everything down. I want it to stop here. Right? I want to erase, I want to physically erase all of this. So here's the deal, guys. Just like range, you take your high minus your low. It's the same thing here. I want this range in between here. So I'm going to take my high, which is 0.791, and minus my low. So z-score of 1.25, negative 1.25. So I'm going to go to my negatives. Negative 1.2 is right here. And then 5 is right here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, right there. So there's 10.56%. 10.56 below 10.56. So below this mark, there is 10% roughly. Below this mark, there's 79. So if I take all of this and erase that 10%, I'm left with what's in the middle. And my final answer is oh my goodness. We'll do this. 0.741 minus 0.1056. 63.634. Okay, now. Okay, I've got about a minute before my video goes. Alright, so this is the general nuts and bolts of how to do z-scores. Alright, what I would like you to do is try the birth one. Alright, try figuring out this birth thing. First of all, how do you do your birth weight? Remember, your z-score formula is what I got minus what I should have got divided by my standard deviation. Okay, so it's going to be whatever you are for your weight minus 7.7 divided by 1.1. Okay, you'll get your z-score and you'll figure out how many people you beat, right? I don't know your weight. You're going to have to figure that out yourself. Try that. C is going to be a little tricky. We're going to have to address that maybe on the block day. And then I want you to go to the homework. Hold on. I got 10 seconds. Come on, where's the homework page? Homework page. Oh my goodness. We're not going to have enough time. Alright.